Hello everyone, back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing something different. I decided I would make a tier list. So, yeah, this is what we're doing right now. And in place of a what if, because I don't really have a what if ready right now, and I want to produce some content. So, it seems a pretty easy thing to do. So you would see plenty of Dragon Ball characters here, and you can probably assume what it's going to be about. And we will be discussing basically what the characters I like the most out of Dragon Ball. I hope you enjoyed the video, and today we will be just going through this list, and without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start off with Goku, specifically from Dragon Ball Z here. Iconic character, obviously going to go in S tier, definitely on the top of, near the top of S tier, and yeah, I don't think you're going to have anyone who's had more iconic moments in anime than there's not many people who've had that more iconic moments than him. One of the first main popular protagonists from like mainstream anime, so of course he's got to go there. Plenty of forms and battles too, which put him there. And then Super Goku. Yeah, I don't think Super Goku has the same type of feel to him, so I don't think he's gonna go up to the top. Maybe bottom of A, but I don't think he's bottom of A. He's like near top of B. And now we're getting into the Gohans. The first Gohan we're going to cover is Kid Gohan. And Kid Gohan is going to be in B because I don't think that Kid Gohan is all that impressive compared to his other forms. And yeah, compared to other Gohans on the list, he's not him. And speaking of him, we have Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan is on S, and arguably above Goku, in my mind at least, because I love Gohan, first of all, so I'm biased. Second of all, I think he has the most peak moment in Dragon Ball Z history. I think there's an argument out there for that. So, yeah, the Cell versus Gohan fight, I love it. Now you have adult Gohan, and I'm going to put him in S here too. So we have Teen Gohan, Goku, and then adult Gohan. It's all one big happy family up here. And then, yeah, adult Gohan is represented by Beast because Beast is awesome. And Superhero is an awesome movie. And we have the last Gohan on the list is older Teen Gohan, which will be slightly above Kid Gohan because he's just slightly more important in the story than Kid Gohan is, but he's still not that impressive at the end game, even though he really should be one of the most impressive characters at that time frame. Now we're gonna get into Frieza, and I think Frieza is obviously S tier. And yeah, Frieza goes here. Yeah, this is where Frieza goes. Frieza, how much do you have to say about Frieza? Frieza's just awesome and an iconic villain just in general. So I don't think you're gonna have much to go off of. I think you're gonna have to explain much why Frieza goes in S tier. And speaking in Frieza, his other form is here, and that is Golden Frieza. And Golden Frieza is just objectively a better form of Frieza. So yeah, S tier is filling out. And speaking of S tier for me is Bardock. Bardock is an S tier, and I really like Bardock, so that's why he's going here. And he also is a really badass character. So next we are going into Vegeta, and actually we're doing C Vegeta first, and that will go in A, the first A on the list. And yeah, Vegeta is just awesome, and that's when he's introduced in Z and his whole character arc. Maybe there's some fumbles here and there, but he deserves A. And then Super Vegeta. I think Super Vegeta is slightly below Z Vegeta. You know, I don't think they're doing the best they could with him in Super, but they're doing pretty decent. Next we have Piccolo. Piccolo is going to go top of A tier. You can argue which one goes first here. I don't really care. I choose Piccolo. I like Piccolo. He has a lot of cool moments, and I have a series about Piccolo on my channel. It's pretty obvious that Piccolo would be high up on this list. And then Krillin is next. Krillin, bottom of A tier. Cool character, just nowhere near as relevant nowadays as he would have been in the past. So no blame on him. Next we have Bulma, and Bulma is going to go and in kind of a meh. I don't want to go over in a B tier. Kind of, yeah, she can go in B tier. Here, she's not that great, but she's not terrible either. So we have no characters below B, and I think we don't need. And the next one isn't going to go in B either, because she's kind of just slightly worse version of Bulma. Really, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's a good mother, just like Bulma is, but she's a little bit different of a vibe, and I don't like her vibe as much as I like Bulma's vibe. So that's where we're putting her. Now we have Goten, and Goten is going to go in C tier. I don't think he deserves C tier. He shouldn't be in C tier, but he's got to be in C tier because of what they've done with him, which is nothing. They've done nothing with him. Same goes for Trunks. Kid Trunks here. No, it's not gonna work out for Kid Trunks. And then Teen Trunks, Future Trunks, whatever you want to call him. Future Trunks, S tier. Obvious S tier. Awesome character. Love him. Amazing character. And amazing work to put into his character in Z. And I love what they did with him. Now we have Beerus, and Beerus, A tier. Above Vegeta, I'd say. Maybe no B tier, high B tier. Above Gohan. Beerus, I mean, what can you say? He's God Destruction. He's a tall purple cat. I mean, he's got a personality to him. What is there not liked about Beerus? He's also one of the strongest characters in the show, so. Speaking of the strongest character, we have Whis here, which is I think the actual strongest character in that universe. So, it makes sense why he's accompanied by Beerus. And speaking of universes, we have Hit from Universe 6. I haven't watched Super in a minute. But yeah, I think Universe 6. Whatever universe he's from, Hit is awesome. Love me some Hit. Hit's going towards the bottom, not because I don't like him, because he hasn't done much, so he can't really compare to the others. Now we have Nappa. Nappa will be going middle of B tier. Important character in the Saiyan Saga. Not really an important character elsewhere. Now we have the Saiyan Saga brought up. Let's bring in Raditz here, the start of the Saiyan Saga, the start of Z in general. And Raditz will go high C tier, because I don't think he's B tier worthy enough with everyone in here. And just, again, with the same argument here, nothing was really done with him worthwhile. Roshi now, actual important character. We wouldn't have gotten Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super as it is without him, so we really need him to exist. And he's a cool character when he's not being a perv, so. Now we have Android 18, and 18? Yeah, I think it's 18. 18. And she will go in A tier, right next to her husband. She's a very important character in the Android Saga and a very important character outside of the Android Saga. So yeah, now Grandpa Gohan is also a very important character, as again there will be no Dragon Ball without him. someone Goku probably would have not lived a happy life had Grandpa Gohan not found him, so there would have been no Dragon Ball, no Dragon Ball Z or any of that. Now we have Android 17, and we will have put him in high B tier, above, just right above Nappa. That sounds right. You know, he's a very strong character. He has some importance in a tiny bit away in like specific areas in the Dragon Ball universe, but not in the grand scheme of things. So, plus I don't really like him that much. Now we have Android 16, and Android 16 is very important to the plot as he makes Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 here. And yeah, he's a very important part of the Cell fight, the Cell saga in general. And he also kind of the reason why the Cell becomes perfect. And then a couple of other reasons there, but he's one of the reasons. Not his fault, he was just trying to do his duty. But like, yeah, I didn't love him as a character, but like, I'm gonna put him here. And then now Majin Buu, pretty good villain, top of A tier here, top of A tier here. He's a good character. Like how they portray him as a kind of non-serious threat, and then he just destroys people. So yeah, you have just him, and then next is Super Buu, when Super Buu is, well, probably top of A tier, right? Just below Piccolo. Just below Piccolo because, you know, I don't think he's better overall than Piccolo. I don't like him better than Piccolo either. I don't like any of the Boos all that much, but I do think that, you know, they're better than most of the characters at their peak. They're better than most of the characters. Now we have Bootanks. Bootanks. Yeah, this is Smart Buu. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of S tier. Really cool character. The best Buu, I would say. The best Buu. And yeah, he has some good fights, and he's like a good version of Buu. I'd say the best version. I already said he was the best version, but yeah. Now speaking of Buu, now the last version of Buu we have is Kid Buu, and I'll put Kid Buu just below Vegeta here. And Kid Buu isn't amazing, but Kid Buu is a pretty good villain, and he's pretty effective at being Chaos Incarnate. Now we have the first D tier, which is Super Trunks. I can name a plethora of reasons why Super Trunks, although I didn't really watch Goku Black Arc, mostly because Super Trunks made me really mad. First of all, I don't care, I could not care less for the hair color at this point. The hair color is fine. The Trunks in the current timeline has it now, which is, I guess it makes sense as he goes older, he gets the blue hair. But, you know, it's like, I don't think the way they did the rest of his character is all that great. They kind of butchered Trunks. They didn't even give him a cool design at all. They gave him stupid look. Yeah, I don't like him. And then Ginyu Force. Ginyu Force is a solid B tier group. Pretty good for what they are, which is a Power Ranger superhero, whatever, kind of like parody. So good for them being good at what they are. Now we have Videl, and Videl will be Videl will go not C tier, definitely not C tier. Bottom of B tier, because they don't do much with her. I wish they do more with Videl. I wish she got an actual character arc, other than being Gohan's wife, but that's kind of what she is now. And Videl's father is here also, Mr. Satan, Hercule, I think. Hercule, whatever you call him. He goes not that far above her. I don't think he's that much more important. I think he goes above the Ginyu Force because of his interactions with Buu and Super. But other than that, if he didn't have those, he would be low, about the same level. Now we have cells. The cells in an imperfect cell is going to get a solid B, upper B, right here. It's going to go right here. That's where imperfect cell is going to go. He's a good introduction. That Piccolo fight is awesome. And how menacing he is just as imperfect cell is also really cool. Now we have perfect cell. Imperfect cell is... he's an S tier, definitely. I'd put him S tier right below Frieza. Frieza, I mean, he kind of has his own Frieza moment where he dies and then he comes back. This is Super Perfect Cell is awesome. That clash between him is like literally, like I said, it's the peak of Dragon Ball. And well, Dragon Ball did have a very important character, and that character is Yamcha, which I don't like that much. But I like him more than Super Trunks. So I don't like Yamcha because I just don't think he's that important in the grand scheme of things, and he was never all that like enticing of a character to begin with, besides being a powerful fighter, and he was easily outclassed by Goku and the others. So yeah, once they went to space, it took a long time for him to even consider stepping up and doing something. I mean, good for him living his own life, but like he's nowhere near the rest of them. Now we got Tien, and I believe Tien's a solid C, I say. He's top of C. No, not the argument, okay? He's nowhere near. I don't want to put him at the bottom of B. I want to put him on top of C because he's not B worthy for me, but he's not C worthy. He's kind of like someone I don't really care about, but I don't hate at the same time. So, yeah. And the last but not least, we have my man Broly. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, is easily going into S tier. And yeah, easily going into S tier. No doubt about it. All his forms are awesome. He's super strong, superhero. No, that's the wrong one. Broly. Broly is the right movie I was thinking of. Broly was an awesome movie. Love it. Wonderful movie. And it showed off Broly's potential in amazing ways. Now we have the end of this tier list, and I think it turned out pretty well. And you have Gohan on top. That's my own personal opinion. C, Goku, it's probably universal. He's up here. Golden Frieza, Freehold Frieza is probably universal. He's up here. Cell could be arguable depending on who you are and what your take on him is. Broly is just a powerhouse, and honestly, a really big fan favorite from what I know. So, yeah. And Gohan's and Boo's and Bardock. Bardock's my personal pick. I don't think everyone would put Bardock up here, but you know. I think every other one looks good. I mean, you can have controversial opinions about like the bottoms of these. I think I placed them very well, and according to the other more powerful characters. And that's the video. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate anyone that really stayed until the end. And I know it's a tier list, so it's not the most entertaining content in the world, but gotta do something in the meantime before I get a what if ready. And thank you for watching one last time, and I am out.